Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down. Drake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a second down. Back to throw. Drake out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Defense showing blitz. On 3rd and 2, Drake. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking to throw. Drake, the Panther rush, too strong. They get there and take him down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a run with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Powers. And he'll dump this off to his running back,
It's a
McCaffrey.
Gio.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10, pushing through the contact. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the bootleg. Powers. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Drake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw again, Drake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off play action. Drake. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
Looking to throw. Drake. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. On the left hash mark is a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. 1, 9. Ohio.
Back to throw. Powers. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go. 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of...
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Fullback try and push the pile. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Looking to throw. Drake flushed out right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Powers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Come on, let's go. 38. 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Operating from the gun. Powers. Escaping the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Bucs now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, Drake, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Drake, flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Looking to throw on second down. Drake. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's Samuel, caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Powers. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he gets it down to the 32. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This is McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Powers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air on second down. Powers being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Flex round.
From the gun, Powers. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
On first down, Powers. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, let's go! Try 38!
To throw on second down. Powers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle?
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Drake. He finds Humphreys. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Drake. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Come on, let's go! Check, 56. Ohio!
Looking to throw on second down. Drake. There he goes inside the 30. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Shift together here from the D-line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's King. And he is knocked down from the side at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Drake. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Drake. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's in. Complete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 4th down, Drake forced out to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up. It's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 2nd down. Powers going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A quick handoff to Vitale, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on. Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Oh, here we go! He's moving,
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand Ohio! Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Powers over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back now in Tampa. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw. Powers. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Let's go! What? None! What? None!
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Powers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drake escaping the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
throwing on first down. Drake throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
To throw on second down. Drake flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Powers.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him at just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Drake, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Fights off the defender, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Powers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Throwing again. Powers. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee.
you